The first flakes fall silently, like feathers from ghostly wings. Winter descends, cloaking the world in white. A hush falls, broken only by the wind's mournful cry. This is the season of shadows, of long nights and whispered fears. This is when the darkness awakens. It's in these chilling, desolate landscapes that our darkest fears take root. Stories whispered around flickering fires, tales of icy breath and footprints that lead nowhere. They linger in the air, cold and sharp as ice crystals. These are not tales for the faint of heart. They are stories that chill you to the bone, that make you turn your head over your shoulder, searching for the source of an unseen gaze. Come closer if you dare, and listen to the chilling tales that winter whispers. The blizzard raged for hours, a blinding white fury that swallowed the mountain village whole. Inside a small cabin, huddled around a dying fire, two friends, Ethan and Jake, waited for the storm to pass. Ethan shivered, fear gnawing at his courage. "Did you hear that?" he whispered, his voice tight with terror. Jake, his face pale in the flickering light, strained to hear. A scratching sound, faint but persistent, came from the roof. "Probably just branches," he said, his voice lacking conviction. But the scratching grew louder, more insistent. It was then that they heard it, a low, guttural growl from just beyond their door. Suddenly, the door burst open with a crash, a rush of icy wind and blinding snow. A shape stood silhouetted in the doorway, a towering monstrosity of twisted limbs and glowing eyes. Ethan screamed, a primal sound of pure terror as the creature lunged. The full moon hung low in the sky, casting an eerie silver glow on the frozen lake. The ice stretched out before her, a vast, unbroken expanse of white. Maria, bundled in a thick coat, her breath misting in the frigid air, cautiously stepped onto the ice. She was alone, or so she thought. As she glided across the frozen surface, a sense of unease crept over her. She could have sworn she saw a figure in the distance, a dark silhouette against the moonlit snow. She paused, her heart pounding, but the figure was gone. She shook her head, attributing it to her nerves. The ice, she reminded herself, was treacherous. She turned to go back, but her blood ran cold. There, etched into the ice, were footprints. Footprints that were not hers. They led to a dark, gaping hole in the ice, a hole that seemed to pulsate with an unnatural light. A low, mournful moan echoed from its depths, beckoning her closer. Winter, with its icy grip, holds a strange power. It can isolate and frighten, burying secrets beneath its frozen shroud. These stories are just a glimpse, a taste of the darkness that lurks beneath the surface. They remind us that even in the coldest depths of winter, evil never truly sleeps. As the wind howls outside your window and snow falls silently, remember the tales whispered here. Remember the creatures that lurk in the shadows, waiting for their moment to strike. And when you hear a sound in the night, when you feel a chill down your spine, ask yourself, is it just the wind or something more sinister? For winter's tales, like the cold itself, have a way of lingering long after the snow has melted. They stay with you, a haunting reminder that some things are best left undisturbed, buried beneath the frozen earth. But the most terrifying thought of all, these are just stories. Or are they?